Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Rafaela and I'm feeling very nostalgic today, so I thought why not share a little bit more about myself and share this nostalgia with you. I don't know how many people know this about me, but I wanted to be a photographer since year 8. I studied photography. I did my GCSEs on it, I went to college for it, and I went to university for it. But in my second year, first semester, I gave up and I quit. And I left uni because I didn't really see a career out of it. The fun and the life out of that passion of mine was just sucked straight out of it. And it became more about competing for grades and the approval of teachers and doing projects that they wanted to see specifically, and it had to be done a certain way. And for me, that was just took every little bit of fun or excitement out of it for me. And I found some of my SD cards and my USBs, and I sort of looked through my photographs again. I haven't since 2023, so it's been 2-3 years since I looked back on my projects and my work, and I thought, why not share a little bit of them? I think I'll start with members of the same body. Now, this project is the project that I did my GCSEs on, and it's sort of an ongoing project till this day. There's pictures from, I think, 2018, 2019, 2020, and I think the latest that it was 2022 that I added to it. But this project was mainly about, I think the module was texture, and I chose the texture of skin. I was a teenager then, so I think that my main focus on this was, well, being members of the same body, how we all are so different in our own bodies but so united and similar. And I think because I was a teenager, my biggest touch point on it was things like skin texture, acne, scars, stretch marks, sort of those things that when you're a teenager you feel sort of insecure about. So I think that the biggest point of that project was to touch down on insecurity. And I had a perfect audience as well. It was other teenagers. It was done for my GCSEs, and I was really proud of it. It was like the first big ever project that I did. For the time when I first did them, I did have mixed reactions of, oh, this is a little bit gross, this is a little bit too personal. I remember most of these pictures came from classmates, and not everyone was open to model for me at the time. I think a few close people that knew me and knew the style of photography that I like, they sort of understood better and they were more likely to join in. And because they did, it then sort of led this domino effect where other people wanted to join in and contribute to it. But I saw what I could do in terms of how I could create a narrative through wordless images and tell a story through them. And I think this one came out very clear, especially because the title is very straightforward. Even though I sort of put the camera down, if I would go back on any project, I would love to continue this one. That's why I just left it as an ongoing project with no end. Simply because there's always so much to add to it. Not only from teenagers, but from literally everyone. My target audience then were teenagers going through puberty, teenagers growing up, teenagers sort of getting comfortable in their own body and the changes that their body is producing. But I think if I had the opportunity to involve even more people, I would definitely grow this project even more, even if it was just for my own satisfaction. I really loved this one. This one was when my little brother had chickenpox. So again, he wasn't a teenager back then. He was probably like 3, 4, 5 years old. And you could tell this is another one of my little brother when he scratched his elbow. As you could tell, the lighting on this one is very different, is in a whole other setting. Meanwhile, while the other ones are more close-up shots, I was using a close-up lens in a school studio, so the lighting is way better, the details are more sharp. Photos that not a lot of people were doing in my class. I didn't want to have my module on color and then just take photographs of different colors, or to have a black and white photograph and a single color out of it. I wanted to be a little bit more raw, and I don't really know how I thought about doing skin texture. I don't know how it came to me, but I know that a bunch of other people chose texture as well. Yeah, they did textures of buildings, different between like something polished and something that was beginning to rust, things like that. And I thought, I didn't really want to do that. I wanted to do something way different. I like seeing them all together, however, also seeing them one by one sort of does enough for me, just showing sort of just how united we all are, even though we're all in our own different bodies. At the end of the day, we're all having that human experience. We're experiencing what it means for things within us to grow, things within us to die, things within us that are changing and that are evolving. And I think the way that some of these could be described as a little bit of disgusting is that, yeah, maybe it is in a way, but also I think that's what gives it so much power, and that's what helps the narrative cling more to the viewer. But yeah, this is just one of my projects. Maybe I'll do another one. Although I quit photography and I haven't picked up a camera for years, I still like to look at photographs and to sort of dissect them in my own way, and to put all the knowledge that I gathered all these years to use, whether it's in actual photographs or in a gallery or in a book or in a film. But yeah, thank you for watching, and I shall see you next time. Bye bye.